Hello, pal. Alyssa Marino here, and as a friend,
Hello, I'm John Waters, and I'm supposed to announce there is no smoking in this theater, which I think is one of the most ridiculous things I've ever heard of in my life. How can anyone sit through a length of a film, and especially a European film, and not have a cigarette? But don't you wish you had one right now? And I'm telling you that smoke anyway. It gives ushers jobs, and if people didn't smoke, there would be no employment for the youth of today. So once again, no smoking in this theater.
The Jeff Meacham Network's Multiverse of Media. For over 15 years, the recognized symbol of excellence and the standard bearer in coverage of sports and entertainment.
And welcome to Talk Wrestling here on the Jeff Meacham Network, Multiverse of Media, and of course, NoDQ.com. If you're coming straight over here from Aaron's recap of Dynamite, we much appreciate that here across the Multiverse of Media. So thank you very, very much for that. Great. Again, I kind of agree with Aaron that it was a decent night of AEW, not an A show. I don't think it was a completely good. A completely proper follow-up to such a great pay-per-view that was Full Gear. At least for my money, Full Gear was a good pay-per-view. But we thank you for watching on our watch-along coverage across the Multiverse Media. We thank you for watching the Boss Man on his birthday. Again, happy 41, Aaron. Good to see you still going and kicking. You know, they tell anybody in wrestling if you live past 30, you outlived your expectancy. So good on you, boss. And you're a second generation in the biz, so good on you, brother. We love you, man. Again, we saw Marshall during the PSA from Mr. Waters, so good to see Marshall in here. Joey's here. We'll get to your Get to your question momentarily, Joey. Matthew, good to see you. JJ, good to see you, and Daniel, good to see you as well. So Joey's question: if you can book a War Games match with Disney characters, how would you set the teams up? Oh my goodness. Okay. I get asked this more than you know. I really do. It's fun how that works out. You have to pardon my voice again, folks. I am coming off being god-awful sick. That's why there was no Meech's Musings. That's why we are not going to have a Throwback Thursday for TNA again this week. It's my voice is just shot. I just wanted to make sure I honor my commitment to Aaron on his birthday and honor the commitment to the multiverse. So I do appreciate it. But anyway, as far as a Disney War Games, Mickey, Donald, Goofy, and we'll throw in Pluto and Chip and Dale because they count as one. So we got 5 on that side. Woody, Sully, the Monsters Inc. Let me think here. No worries on your phone battery, brother. You're good. You know, I'm gonna think about this for a second here. Let's see. I'm just gonna try to. I'm gonna use cheat sheet and get the Pixar movies up here and see what's up in front of me here. There we go, Toy Story. So definitely Woody. He'd be the team captain because he's the leader. It's he was in the first Pixar. For being honest, Sullivan just for the sheer brute force. Mr. Incredible. Another major component. You know what? I'll throw in Merida from Brave because she's a badass. And let's see, so it's Mr. Incredible, Sully, Merida, Woody is the captain. And for member number 5, we'll go with Carl Fredrickson from Up because he's just old and doesn't give a shit if he gets beat up or not. You know, he's like Terry Funk, except he's legitimately admitting he's old and crazy. There you go. Team Disney versus Team Pixar. There you go. That's what I would do. Let's see. Where are we at here? And we just leave this Friday. It's Ride That Never Ends, but at least without my buddy who was, 4 hours. It's a small world. My God, my condolences to your friend's sanity. Holy shit. That would be crazy. Much appreciated, Marshall, on the viewing since 2007, brother. I much appreciate that. Goodness gracious. This cough is killing me. Anyway, again, solid weekend of wrestling. I enjoyed every bit of it. I enjoyed the watch along tonight. Snap Boy Sports Bar was fun yesterday. Again, no Greg Sherry show this week. He is off with family, doing the Thanksgiving prep, as is this household. And I do apologize again for being tardy with today's Talk Wrestling. I was supposed to be on at 7 o'clock, not 10 o'clock, or 7 o'clock, not 10:30. But there was a very valid reason. I had my first Santa Meach photo shoot of 2023, and you can get pictures like this with the adorable Master Soren there. My buddy Shannon and her husband Justin came over today, and we did the thing, if you will. So please check me out over at Santa Meach. And those are the rates. That's what we do, and you get pictures like that. So please give me a look-see. Give me a call. Give me a message. If you can do it in person, great. If not, hey, we can do it. We can do a virtual chat like I've done during the pandemic with Santa Meach involved. Let's see. So Matthew's pick for the Disney War Games would be Mickey, Donald, Goofy, Pooh, and Tigger taking on Pete, Gaston, Gloomgold, Negaduck, and Shere Khan. There you go. That's a solid heel team. Underrated there with Gloomgold. Very cool. Yeah, a little bit of struggle. Because you want to have a balance of both sides, right? You want to have that balance of, people that can be effective, but still not, get their ass kicked. Gaston's definitely a bad mother. Pete, the original Disney villain, all the way back from 1925, before Mickey Mouse. Shere Khan's just straight evil. Completely evil. I would have probably thrown in Scar if I had gone with a Disney-centric team and not just gone Pixar, but that's a great team. Negaduck, the Renegade will appreciate him being included in there. And there you go. Good stuff. Good times. We are, of course, going to our Survivor Series this Saturday. War Games will be officially on screen in WWE form. That's coming up. Our coverage will be at 7:30 Eastern, 4:30 Pacific. For Saturday Night Survivor Series, of course, we'll have we'll have open mic night after that, War Games during pay-per-view. But before we get to War Games, of course, we will have our Simply Predicting, which will be the day of Survivor Series at noon Eastern, or 3 p.m. Eastern, noon Pacific, with Noah, JJ, and crew. And of course, tomorrow on Thanksgiving, JJ will have his recap of weekly televised wrestling, as well as our I didn't see it in here. I didn't believe I left it in here. Dear me. And let me go to a different chat room then. I'll just do that. We'll move it over here. If I lose screen, forgive me for a moment. Come on. Scroll, mucker brother. There it is. Thursday morning, of course, will be... Nope, that's not what I wanted to do. But we'll go ahead and plug that since it's on the screen. Disney Karaoke Night was so successful that we are bringing it back in a year and a half. July 19th, 2025, this Saturday after the 70th anniversary of Disneyland. I can't believe that's a friggin' thing. It's crazy. But Thursday, we will have our Multiverse of Media Thanksgiving special hosted by JJ, featuring video clips from all of us within the multiverse. So stay tuned for that. And again, tomorrow, of course, for the Love of Wrestling, talking about the return of Randy Orton, the first title defense of Lyra Valkyria, and probably so much more, knowing Mr. JJ. So thank you again to everybody who has tuned in so far today. I also didn't get a whole lot of chance to do this the other day on Open Mic Night, or really since, because I've been kind of incommunicado and off screen. But thank you very much to our buddy Datilla, who was at the event with MJF on Thursday last week. So very appreciated that she was able to help out with my filming and my picture taking. So very, very cool that she was able to be a part of it. So thank you, Datilla. It's reasons for you being there ended up with me having this great picture with Max, and the amazing video that you shot of him cutting a promo on Aaron. And of course, him cutting the promo on Josh was me later, but it was still very, very cool. My apologies, JJ. This actually was today's episode that went up for Love Wrestling. Again, I have been so completely out of it. I do apologize, Jay. The cold meds are a mucker father. But yeah, Randy Orton's back. Very, very happy to see that Randy Orton was announced for Survivor Series ahead of the show. We're probably wanted to dull the likelihood of the expectations of CM Punk returning in his hometown. I'm so conflicted with the Punk thing. I want so badly for him to find whatever peace he is seeking with professional wrestling, but I don't feel like he's going to. I thought he had that chance at AEW. It didn't work out that way. But I hope for him. I really do, because I know that a lot of, including from me, a lot of the dialogue about MJF is, of CM Punk. I saw MJF on the screen there from a Hobbit. He is the man, Mom. No doubt about it. A lot of the dialogue about Punk is he's just a cancer, and he's, not really, wanting to be in the business, or, he didn't want to be in WWE because that's what made him sick. And I have contended that it's the business itself that made him sick, and vice versa. If I'm being 100% honest, I feel it was both. It was a mutual disease transaction. It really was at the end of the day. And that's not what I wanted to do at all. We'll go ahead and we're a botching all over the place today. There we go. Hi. I hope for Punk that things end up working out for him. I really do. As a human being, he's never been directly bad to me in mind. That's what I try very hard to stick to when it comes to my criticisms, because I do feel he's bad for the business and will say things about it when people are bad for the business. But, he's never done bad by me and mine, so you can't hold it 100% against him anymore at this point. I hope whatever happens with Phil Brooks, that Phil Brooks lands softly, hopefully on his feet, because I think that he has a lot to contribute to this world. I just don't know if it's in professional wrestling anymore. And to Matthew's point, I don't think WWE needs CM Punk anymore either. But I guess WWE doing something with him to at least give one last run in the Hall of Fame induction, maybe. I know a lot of entertainment and businesses have this set up, Muhammad. So maybe AEW will look into that. I don't know enough about the business of the business or the inner workings of any of the companies to really speak on that, I guess is the best way I can put it. Oh, excuse me. I apologize, guys. I'm trying real hard here. Do I hope he shows up on Saturday? No, I don't. I know people are wanting that big pop in Chicago. I don't see it happening. And like the chats, I don't think WWE really needs him to be there. it's unfortunate because, like I said, I wanted this run to succeed so bad in AEW that I bet Josh that he would come back and he would stay back and he would be, I'm not $100 for it. And it is what it is, right? But I'm hopeful. Let's see. Let's see. Get both these comments up here. At this point, one thing, I just feel bad for those who fall and believe he will turn on Saturday when he doesn't, because they're going to blame everyone else when they have said that there is no current plans, talks to bring him back again. And to JJ's point, Bucks run AEW was very much derailed by the elites, specifically the Bucks and Hangman. It's facts. He's not blameless, but the EVPs are more to blame. Yeah, it's the entirety of the situation with Brawl Out is just what it is. The Bucks are back. They're apparently on their little self-imposed timeout now after losing on Saturday. They're taking some time away. I'm not a fan of the situation. I haven't been from the beginning. And I do agree with JJ when it comes right down to it that I feel that everybody that was involved should have been punished fully. Suspensions, terminations, whatever the case may be. The Bucks, Hangman, and if I don't know how involved Kenny Omega was, but they didn't really seem to take as much on the chin as Punk did, as Jack Perry did for his involvement in shit later. It was very unfair. And that's not me trying to knock on any one person or, take heat off one person or whatever. It's just there wasn't equal distribution of blame, and I feel that's wrong. Marshall says, "What is your favorite storyline you've ever seen live in person that you wish they would redo in 2023 that happened 20 years ago?" That's a lot. Okay. So I'm gonna totally cop out here, Marshall, and take the easy way out. But I believe it when I this is really how I feel for the record. I feel like it's so easy to go back and retroactively book something. The stuff in 2003 wouldn't necessarily fly in 2023, even with a few tweaks along the way. I am all for moving forward with new innovation and changing everything, or at least changing enough where it feels new. And I know that's a convoluted way of saying I wouldn't, but I wouldn't redo anything from 2003 if I'm being 100% honest. Because 2003 had its good, and 2003 had its bad, and I think that was good for its time. Our show on ODQ is a great example of that. Would I work with the same person? No. Would I do a different show in 2003 if the components were there? Possibly. I don't know. I can't go back and do that. I definitely think Megan's stepping down from some of the involvement had to do with that. Absolutely. 100% had to do with it, in my opinion. Again, do I think? Yes, I do think so. So take it for what it's worth. It was 2003 was good. We were supposed to go WrestleMania, so that didn't happen. I probably would have had Hogan not be so Hogan about the money. I definitely would have done Mr. America. I thought that was ridiculous. If that's the best they could come up with for Hulk Hogan to do, don't bring him back. I would rebook Austin's 2003 if Austin were healthy. I would not have brought Goldberg in. I wouldn't have. I don't think Goldberg was ready to come back to wrestling in 2003. His mind wasn't in the right place. I wouldn't have brought him in. I would have had Raven beat Jarrett for the NWA Championship in 2003 instead of having to make him wait 2 more years. I would have had Raven be the one to beat Jarrett in 03, not AJ. But I know that's, there's no rise of AJ. AJ would have been fine. I think Raven winning the championship then would have been better for Raven. Because remember, he won it in 05, and then he had that stupid thing in Border City, which granted was great for Jarrett as a heel, great for AMW to get some heel behind them, get Planet Jarrett going. So there are a few things I might tweak, but I've tried very hard, especially in recent years, especially in this year in particular, to be one who looks ahead and not, looks back with regret or looks back with the idea of changing things. I'd rather just keep moving forward, like the old boss used to say. And with that, I'm going to move forward with my night because my voice is starting to go. You can probably hear it. And I'd rather just get off the air here while I can still talk. Again, please give a little love to Santa Meach. Had my first photo as Santa and in-person photo in years. So looking forward to getting more business, if you will. So please come on in and see if I can make that go away, please. Maybe. There we go. Hi. Santa Meach over on Facebook and Twitter, Santa Meach IG, and on Instagram, check me out there. Again, check out For the Love of Wrestling each and every Monday through Thursday over on the Casa. Check out JJ's reviews of everything. Simply Predicting for Survivor Series will be Saturday morning, or Saturday afternoon, I should say, 3 p.m. Eastern, noon Pacific, and of course our coverage of the Big Four of the fall will be at 7:30 Eastern, 4:30 Pacific, followed immediately by Open Mic Night. The No DQ review will be on this Sunday. I don't know if I have I don't have a graphic for that. No DQ review. Oh, there it is right there. Just kidding. I do have it. There you go. No DQ review, Sunday night, 8 o'clock Eastern, 5 Pacific. I'll be there. Not sure who else. And you can vote on the No DQ Hall of Fame inductees for 2023 at No DQ DOTCOM across social media. That's it for the Meach Man. You guys have a wonderful evening. Happy Thanksgiving to those who celebrate. If you don't celebrate, enjoy your dinner tomorrow. Well, have a good night, guys. We will see you next time right here on, and get the video so low. There we go. Hi. See you next week on Talk Wrestling.